Heights Church, BHC. Today, I want to talk to you about walking with God. You see, the Lord has called us into an assignment of pioneering, and it is exciting and it is an adventurous part of the kingdom, but it is also tiring at times and fatiguing because we are at the front lines, we're pushing, we're creating. And between my 9 to 5 and family and illness and moving houses lately, it's been a little chaotic. But lately, the Lord has been reminding me to stay in step with Him. So, our question today is, how do we move with God? I want to share a paraphrase from Matthew 11 from Peterson, the Message translation. So, let this wash over you for a moment as we prepare for our day. It says, "Are you tired, worn out, burned out on religion?" Sounds like an infomercial. Come to me, get away with me, and you'll recover your life. I'll show you how to take real rest. Walk with me and work with me. Watch how I do it. Learn the unforced rhythms of grace. I won't lay anything heavy or ill-fitting on you. Keep company with me, and you'll learn how to live freely and lightly. And I just want to share a couple of practical ways to stay in step with God. If we are not in step with Him, we are either ahead of Him or we are falling behind, and it is a constant adjustment. So we ask, where are you, Lord? Where are you moving? What pace are you going at? And depending where we are at in our spiritual walks, what our current fears are, those kind of things can cause us to either rush ahead or fall behind. So these are kind of the indicator lights, if you will, with 3 areas of how does being ahead or behind affect your spiritual life, your emotional life, and then your countenance or how we go about doing our ministry. So first, when might we be ahead? Our spiritual life may feel rushed or thin. You're so concerned with doing the next thing and getting ahead. It's like the achievement mentality. You get so concerned with the work that God is calling to you. You forget to spend time with Him and you forget to listen to His voice. We are doing the work of our ministry, but we are neglecting prayer. We are loving people, but we are neglecting solitude. When it comes to our emotional life, oftentimes it feels like when we are ahead, we are easily triggered, especially when things don't go the way we think that they're supposed to go. So you get in this place where you're putting too much on yourself. And when something messes up or a person does not act like you think they should, we get irritated. And then our overall countenance, when we tend to walk in fatigue. We might not feel tired, but when you get home, we lay down and question if you can keep going, where you're getting 3, 4, 5 hours of sleep at night, and you're not resting or abiding. And to me, those are indicators. So if you find yourself there, don't neglect being with the Lord. It is okay to press, but not when you get ahead of God. And then second, what happens when you feel like you're falling behind? I think spiritually it can look like avoidance. We distance ourselves from God in practical ways. We might read the Bible and we might come to church and worship services, but we are not being authentic. We're not bringing out our real struggles, our real pain. We are physically there, but everything else is absent. In our emotional life, we are needy and we're clingy in our relationships. We're more apathetic and not walking in what we are truly meant to be walking in. And our countenance, we tend to walk in fear, and that manifests itself in apathy. So I'm going to close with this today. If you are seeing those lights going off, the question now is, how do I get back with walking with God? Number 1, you start enjoying communion with Him. You are not rushed to get to the next thing, but you are embracing the Lord and all that He has for you. Second, you are fully embracing the season that you are in, not looking ahead or reminiscing in the past too much, accepting this life that God has gifted you. It is far too easy to live in the future of what you want God to give you or living in your past. But this is your context. This is your life, your family, your friends. These are the struggles and these are the blessings. So say thank you, God. And then lastly, number 3, instead of walking in fatigue or walking in fear, we walk in grace. And there's nothing like walking in grace. There is power and there is an ease to it. So we are working, but He is carrying the load. Our roles are important, but not as important as the Lord's. So I just want to invite you to filter that into your hearts, into your souls, to find that sweet spot where you're not falling behind and you're not getting ahead of God. But being with God, right in step, we are at our best because we are with Him and we are relying on Him. So I pray that over you now. Have a great day, my friends. God bless.